All right, welcome back. Today we're going to be doing the rest of the lift kit. This is going to be part 2 to the Toyota lift kit. Well, it's only the rear is Toyota, but the front is still MP300. Today we're going to be fitting upper control arms, which is PEDDERS upper control arms, and 3 to 4 inch front struts. Okay, so hopefully it levels the car out a bit. If you want to check out the first part, it'll be a link in the description, or you can click in the top right hand corner and you can go check out the rear of the car, okay? Big difference in the rear, 100%. A shout out to everyone supporting the channel recently. We just got accepted into the YPP YouTube Partner Program. So thank you all for liking, subscribing, and let's get straight into the lift. So these are the front struts, okay? So these are like 2 inch heavy duty with a 1 inch spacer. You probably shouldn't run spacers, but I'm gonna see how it looks and then we're gonna go from there, okay? These are adjustable as well, but you have to adjust them off the car, okay? So they're already preset. I'm just gonna go with that. These are the PEDDERS upper control arms, so they should give a lots of clearance. The reason why you need these, if you're fitting a 3 inch, you're gonna hit pretty much your strut tower, the structure of the chassis. So these bushes look pretty good. This is all secondhand gear as well. So that's kind of where we're at. Yeah, let's get the car up and we'll get to business. Hopefully it's not too bad. Yeah, we're gonna find out how easy it is. Well, I already did the struts once, which wasn't too bad. And we're gonna be dropping this onto some struts there, and yeah, brilliant. Okay. That should be okay there, somewhat. Hopefully this doesn't kill me. Okay, sweet. So that's good. For now, I'm gonna just have the jack as well for extra security. You know, you gotta have extra security doing these fucking things. Ow. I just forgot to measure it, but that's all right. We can measure it afterwards. We can just, you know, you saw the stance, right? Once again, put this underneath. We need to get the jack under here actually. I need some pliers, this off, maybe the tie rod end off as well. Maybe the tie rod end. Yeah, I think the tie rod end. Take these off so that they're all right. This one, jack under, boom, control arms can come off. It's a bit of a shit spot, but yeah, I've definitely been the one to take these pins off before, I tell you that. Because I can tell when I do split pins, I do them like that. Do them shit. Split pins, conning pins, however you want to call it. Those sway bars, so we need to take off tie rod end bolt, a sway bar bolt on both sides so that it drops. Upper control arm ball joint bolt. Then we should be getting the jack underneath, probably before I take out that ball joint bolt. That was easy, too easy. That was easy. All right. Okay, sway bar is down. This one we need a hammer for. That's how you do it. All right, now we need to get the jack underneath here. So the jack's got tension on it. Now, we should be able to hit this like that. That should sort of come. So now we've just got these 3 14mm bolts, which shouldn't be too bad. And then strut should be pretty much ready to come out. Using ratcheting for the majority of this job. There we go, it's better. There we go, one strut out. Brilliant. You can see we're going to get about 2 inches on this from my calculations, which I'm not that calculated to be honest, but it's probably a little bit, probably about an inch there to there, and then another inch with the spacer. So we should get, in theory, 2-inch lift out of this on top, okay? Educational purposes, obviously. I can't tell you to put a big ass lift in. Let's put the upper control arms in. Is my gun gonna work in this? All right, we started it. Don't tell me that's 21, oh, 19. All right, that's good. Jesus Christ. Fuck me, who put those on? Superman. So, it's been about 2 hours. I've been at war with this fucking thing, to be honest. And the main reason is because these control arms, you have to set them halfway, not full droop tighten. Another thing is, the guy I bought them off mushroomed these splines to fucking hell. I also had trouble getting this up high enough because the whole car started to like go up. So that just means these are like, these springs are like crazy heavy duty, I'm pretty sure. But once I'd done, thank the Lord, I tried to take the axle nut off. I thought it was a 32, it is a 32, but for some reason the 12 point started to round the fuck out of that axle nut. So I put a split pin in. I want to replace that axle nut. Hopefully I can get that off with the 32 6-point at work. But apart from that, this side is done. This tie, just I've left the sway bar off for now. I can reconnect that later. This did have a split pin in it, but God knows where it's gone. Lining this shit up took so long. It was such a pain in the ass, dude. So, if you're doing this at home, give yourself some time. Don't do it on a weekday like I'm doing it. I don't really have a choice, to be honest, but... So this is what I was saying. Look at this shit. Like, why? Put the nut on, then take it off, brother. Come on. Now I've got to fucking grind that off. So, did I fix this or did I fuck it? That's the question everyone's asking, isn't it? In the comment section below. Did I fix it or did I fuck it? I might have fucked it. I just don't get, like, if you don't know what you're doing, put the fucking tools down, lad. Don't just mushroom a ball joint, like. Pisses me off. Right, so that can go on. It's a bit fiddly, but probably a boring ass video to watch. I mean, I'll cut it up, but fuck, I couldn't think of anything worse watching the dude struggle. Thanks. That's all right.
Put it down for you. Try not to hurt your finger.
Alright. That bitch is out. Brilliant. That's one piece of the puzzle. Some spinning around, get out of my head. I know you love me like this. I'm taking it down. I'm not the same. I know you can't love me like this. They're going in there, but at what cost? I don't know. my patience is definitely wearing thin. Control arm out. Right, that's the easy part. Putting everything back in is a fucking mission. Like, when I say mission, dude, I mean fucking mission. Should be okay. Might be a bit of a mish, but fuck it. All right. Control arm time. This is the worst time in my life. I had to replace the strut top hat because again, the guy bought it off, buttoned everything, fucking buttoned everything up like a dickhead. So let's check this actually goes in correct, which it's gonna struggle, but yeah, so it's not even seated right. This needs to be in line with that. So I need to rotate it. It should be enough. Now I need a 17, which I don't think I fucking have, actually. Yeah, pretty much. I just want to test out how it sits. All right, that looks good. Sick. Now we can put the spacer on. Now this is the problem. Getting this nut in. Getting this nut in here. This one. Bitch ass job. So. Oh, Sonara, where are you? Sonara, Sonara. It's not a 21, is it? It's a 19, brother. So, I didn't show you on the other side, but from what I've known, which I'm not a control arm expert, all right, but you sort of need to have it like mid-travel. So that's your lowest travel, and obviously like up here is going to be your max because your lower bump stop. So you kind of want it to sit like middle. So like, yeah, first of all, put these back ones in. I have some light. It's pretty shitty light, but anyways, when you're doing like the upper control arms, you want it to be sort of mid length. You can measure it if you want, but that's your lowest. And so that's going to be like your highest right there. Oh, well, that's going to be probably your highest, apart from the bump stops. Just go about midway. If that's your max, obviously it's going to be your max. I'd go around midway, which is about there, and then tighten it up. But you can do it however you want, brother. Finally, everything's in. Tires on. And let's sit, go for a test drive. I'm really worried about a couple of things, but let's just see how we go. Like that. Now the main concern for this is the control arm hitting still on the tower, because these are pretty big lift. At least I don't have hubcaps, because I can just fix that axle up pretty easy. It's got a split pin on it, so it should be fine. Okay. Yeah, that's nice. That's pretty much even. How are we sitting here? Okay, there is clearance here. So that's good. It might rub a little bit on that inner ball joint. The rest sits okay though, so I'm kind of happy with that. But yeah, just in there. There's like a finger space, so I guess droop is not going to be the best. Full droop. They're pretty high. Bump stops. How are the bump stops? Yeah, fucking heaps of space there. So that side's good. And this side, yeah, this one's touching right now, so that's gonna make noise. So to fix that, which I'm not gonna do today because I'm fucking exhausted, but to fix that, I just have to set the control arms up a little bit higher, tighten it down a little bit higher, not on droop, so that it pulls it up a little bit more, I think. I don't really know how else to fix that. Or let me know in the comment section down below, but that's kind of the height we're going for. It makes it look even. It does look big, but the alignment is kind of a bit whack, but there we go. Okay guys, so that's gonna do it for the video. Part 2 of the suspension install. Sorry, I've been here for like 5 hours doing this, so the right hand side control arm does still hit on the strut tower. I just need to reset the height, I'm pretty sure. Let me know in the comment section if you've got any suggestions for that. But yeah, anyways, peace.